Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. I am Simone the Moon Goddess. Thank you for being here. 2022. We in 2022. These are your messages, potential themes, whether it's for self, for money, career, love. We're going to look at those themes. I'm going to start off with a collective reading and then I will pull a couple cards for each sign. Very short messages for each sign. So this will be a timestamp video, just if you want to skip forward to check your sign. Sun, moon, rising, always your big three. You can check your big six. You can check all of your placements. Before I start though, let me say a big thank you to all those who supported this channel from the time I started my first video up to now. And for those new subscribers who've joined me in 2021, thank you. For everybody who's joined my community, my Patreon, big love to my patrons. 2021 was beautiful. Thank you so much for writing with me. Thank you for supporting me. I appreciate my patrons so much. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers on Instagram, followers, sorry, on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Pinterest, Facebook, everywhere, whoever, wherever you've joined me. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my clients. Always so much love to you. So much love. Thank you for supporting me in 2021. Yeah, so here's to a bountiful 2022. All right, so let's get into your reading. I'm going to start, like I said, I'm going to start with the collective. I'm going to get some themes, move into some tarot cards, wrap up with some oracles, and then pull a couple of cards for each sign. So let's get into it. Spirit guides, assist me in connecting to the collective. What are the messages of 2022 that I need to share? What are the messages I need to share with the collective for 2022? As always, may all messages be for the highest good of all involved, with harm to none. So it is. All right, Spirit guys, what's the messages for the collective? What do they need to know? And right now you have here and now at the bottom. Being mindful, being present. It's always so important. So what's the first messages for the collective? All right, so you have truth be told. It's your card. Truth be told. We living in our truths. This is a message that has been permeating over and over and over. We've been hearing it over and over and over for the last couple of years. Over and over. 333. Over and over and over. We must live in our truths. There's a mask. The owl is standing on a mask. All right. Big open window. Owls represent wisdom. That open window is a transparency. What is your truth? How are you going to express your truth? How are you going to live in your truth? All that glitters is at the bottom. Another mask. There are two masks actually on top of all this glitter, all this gold. So this card speaks about not judging things from surface level, using your third eye, seeing beyond the cover of things, feeling things out. So you're not only not judging things, you're not taking things at face value, basically. So whether that's like judging wrongfully, right? You see someone and they remind you of a past situation, or you're approached with a situation 4, 5, 6, and you paint it with the same brush as an old situation when this is completely different. Or it's you not seeing the dirt underneath all of the glitter, however it goes, right? Top is new life. Love it. Beautiful. Look at that. Truth be told, new life. So that's 39. You have 16, 14 here on the table. And at the heart of all of this is loyal heart. Wow. Truth be told, all that glitters, new life, and loyal heart. So things are not The same, we in a different energy. It's a 6 energy, 2022, 6 energy. So we just came out of that 5 energy. We're wrapping up that 5 energy. I'm recording this on the 31st, by the way. So we're wrapping up that 5 energy of movement, change, expansion, adventure somewhat. And we're moving into 6, which is a balanced energy. So loyal heart at the heart of all of that. I love that. That's beautiful. So I'm going to jump straight into the tarot cards. Then I'll pull a couple oracles for all of you, all right? So we're starting off with self. Okay, self. What do you need to know for yourself? Whether it's growth, healing, whatever it may be. What do you need to know regarding yourself? That's the first position. And right now you have the Tower at the bottom. All this washing away, cleansing energy. What's the cards for the collective? Spirit guides. Can I have 2 cards, please? Thank you. Next position is health. Give me one more card. All right. Then I'm going to pull cards for love. So whether that's romantic love, friends and family, love, relationships. All right. However it resonates for you. So relationships, spirit guides, relationships. And there's my 2 cards. Ooh. They're stuck inside the deck. All right. And now you will have money, career, business as the final placement. Can I have another card for money? One more card for love, for money, spirit guides. All right, so I hope y'all can see all these cards. Let me pull them down a bit so y'all can see. All right, love. So the first position is self. All right, we have the Ace of Pentacles reversed and the 5 of Pentacles. Hydration, I feel, is the first thing. Stay hydrated. And that might sound fluffy, but it's so important because if you know that water is a conductor of energy, a conductor of electricity. If you're not hydrated, it will affect your body in so many ways. It will affect yourself. Also, it will affect how you connect to the energy around you. It could also be for those who have altars, make sure that you are keeping your waters clean, your waters clear on the altar. Pay attention to the water on your altar. Is it cloudy? You know, do you have lots of bubbles? What type of bubbles? All these types of things. Water is a big thing here. The Ace of Pentacles reverse, there is a sense of you are turning down something, but I feel as if that is to allow something new to come in. This Ace of Pentacles, there's something here that does not really serve, and it might lead to a sense of feeling lost or feeling as if you're abandoned or things have dried up in some way. All right, let me clarify that for you guys. Why is this Ace of Pentacles reverse? Why is it? You got the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. So it's a planning energy. It's planting seeds and resting. That sense of overworking is not going to really suit in 2022, I feel. Wherever you might feel as if you've lost an opportunity, it's in order for you to regrow, to plant something new. All right, you're taking a break on something. Pushing is not going to get you far, right? You need to be really mindful of situations that make you dry, that don't really make you, there's no life in it, right? And you've heard this before, but it feels as if it's a big deal in 2022. There's a need for rest here. You can't push. Picky and choosy, truth be told, right? Remember, all that glitters. Does it bring you that new life? Let me see what's under new life. Out of curiosity. Regeneration. Look at that. New life and regeneration. So when you look at this Five of Pentacles energy, and then you see regeneration, it's a real picky and choosy energy in 2022 between worlds. This is a do-over. You have to be fair after that. The skills. This is do-over energy in 2022. What might have seemed like it was solid is going to be uprooted, but it's to bring you where you really want. It's to put you on the path that you really want to be on. And there must be a sense of surrender. You cannot try to push things. This is all for your self-growth, for yourself, for your expansion. All right? All right, so the next position is health. And you have the Four of Cups and the Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups energy right off is about being very picky. Being very picky. Be very picky. The first thing that came to my mind was be careful who you eat and drink with. Energy is real. All right? People can affect you through food. We're not even talking about eating healthily here, because that's a given. You already know this. A new energy comes in, and the first thing you want to do is, I want to go on a diet, I want to detox, I want to fast, Those are the usual things that people talk about. So I won't even bother to talk about that. I'm talking about energy. Be careful who you eat with. Be careful who you drink with. Be careful the energy, because it can be transferred. You don't know the energy behind what people cooking, what people making, what people serving you. You know, being careful when you go out. Having your head on, being careful when you go out. The Queen of Swords energy is this older, motherly type energy. Be careful. She's like, be careful. Think long term. Think ahead. Plan ahead. I don't know if that means anything to you. Plan ahead. So if it's a situation where you are going out to eat or whatever, or you're going to an event and there's food involved, maybe eat before you go. I don't know. That's just the energy that I'm getting here with this. All right, I'm going to get another card to clarify this. The Two of Swords reverse. So if you feel like you can't make a decision on something, if you feel like, are you sure, you just feel iffy. There's just this iffy feeling, 15. If you feel iffy, trust your gut on something, because I don't like this energy. This Queen of Swords energy, this Four of Cups is like using your emotional wisdom. Don't doubt it. All right, look, you got the Queen of Cups here. You trust in your intuition. Don't gobble up everything you're fed. And that might not only be food, what you can eat and drink, but also what you absorb, what you receive from media and energy, bodies outside of you. How does it feel? How does that information feel when you receive it? The next position is love, relationships, whether romantic, platonic, family. However, you have the Ace of Cups and the Six of Cups. Seven of Cups, sorry. Not Six of Cups. Seven of Cups. I always say six. Seven of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Seven of Cups. So whatever you are, again, releasing, pouring out. There's a renewal of love here. There's a sense of healing, some kind of love situation. But there's also this sense of confusion. Now, when we go back to the first cards, when it spoke about truth be told, all that glitters, new life, loyal heart. Remember, this is not what it was. This love, this connection is not what you have experienced before. Don't paint it with the same brush because it's not the same energy. So be mindful of that. I'm going to pull a card to clarify, but let me just see what's on either side of loyal heart. You have thinker, loyal heart, and unfinished symphony. So it might be that there are people coming back. All right, there might be a coming back energy. This is where you have to use your intuition. I feel like it's different. No, you do not try to apply this to situations where you know you have no right to reconnect. You have no right to go back. You have no right to accept this energy again. This is for situations that have evolved to a point where there is a do-over. Now with the Seven of Cups here, you might have lots of situations like that. And this is where discernment, how does it feel, comes into play. All right, let me get one more card for their love situation, spirit guides. Give me one more card for their love situation. The Four of Wands. You have a King of Wands energy here. So I don't know if this is a fire energy that surrounds you, but you have a Four of Wands energy coming out. So it's a sense of completion in a sense. It's a sense of, it's a balanced fire energy, right? It's a very initiative. Four of Wands would be connected to Aries energy, so it's that very initiatory. It might be quite impulsive. It might be a situation where it's like, where, what, how. So because of that, you have to move from your personal first house energy, your I am energy. You have to move from, is it taking me in the direction that I truly want to go in? Truth be told, you have to be very honest with yourself. The mask must be removed. 2022, sixth energy, balance. King of Wands, you got the Strength card here. I did say it was a King of Wands, a fire energy. The Strength card is Leo, all right, at the top. And I will always connect the fact that Leo rules the heart. Truth be told, loyal heart, all that glitters. You gotta move from heart. The Nine of Wands here down the middle, Sagittarius energy. So you got fire energies everywhere. Nine of Wands, Knight of Swords, the Hangman. Yeah. Take the lead. And I would say that to the other person too. Take the lead. Everybody has to take the lead. In other words, you must take responsibility for yourself and your truth. I'll keep saying it over and over. Truth be told. The final position is money, career, business. We have the Judgment card and the Seven of Swords. The Judgment card and the Seven of Swords. So you know, with Judgment, the resurrection, right? Now with Self, you have this Five of Pentacles energy. You might be feeling quite low in your energies or feeling like things aren't working out for you in some way. You might feel as if you've lost something. It feels like a going back to the drawing board energy in order for you to plant new seeds. And in order for you to reap the benefits, you must surrender in some way, right? So that's self. Here with your money, your business, your career, the first card is judgment or resurrection here. That's Pluto energy. That's the power. That's a sense of power. Like, what do you know you need to do as far as your money? What do you know you need to do as far as your business, your career? The Seven of Swords energy is showing you that there is something here that might be holding you back in some way, or you might be thinking about the past or holding on to the past. The past might be blocking you in some way from resurrecting. Give me one more card for their business, please, Spirit Guides. The King of Swords. The focus, being shrewd, being strategic, moving from integrity. Strength card here, not at the bottom. The Knight of Wands here at the top. So there's this sense of flight. There's this sense of buoyancy. There's this renewal energy coming. It's time to be like, you got to be like the boss. You got to take control. So whatever from your past, as far as your money, your career, your business, that feels as if it's holding you back. It was just 22. Whatever is holding you back, whatever you might be holding on to, that needs to be released. You got to move from a clear mind now. It doesn't feel so much as perhaps disconnecting from emotions is what's going to allow you to make the decisions you need to, as far as your career, your business, your money. All right, let's get a money card for you for this. Remember, what goes up comes down. What goes down comes up. And I say that when I look at this Five of Pentacles when it comes to yourself. All right, give me a money card for the collective, Spirit Guides. Thank you. And you have two cards. Whatever I desire, I can acquire. And what if everything was always working out for me? One card, the first card is card number 3. And the second card is card 21. So 3-3. Whatever I desire, I can acquire is card number 3. The eternal laws of the universe steadily hold the promise of expansion and joy. Understanding the laws will reawaken within you the knowledge of your purpose and your own personal power as you remember how to access the power of the universe that creates worlds. If this time-space reality has within it the ability to inspire a desire within you, it is absolute that this time-space reality has the ability to yield you a full and satisfying manifestation of that same desire. It is law. So basically, if you feel excited and inspired and you feel that you have this great idea, then it means that you have the energy, you have the resources, you have the potential, the magic, so to speak, to make it manifest. What we have to remember is things need to be planted and they need to take root and they need to be nourished and nurtured and watered and soil turned over and sunlight and all of that to make it grow. Meaning it doesn't happen overnight. So don't feel as if you have this brilliant idea, but it doesn't seem to be taking root. And I'm saying this to myself as well. Because sometimes I feel like, oh my gosh, I start to question everything but Saturn, right? Time, consistency, discipline, focus. The second card, card 21. What if everything was always working out for me? And it says, when you play the what if game, look for things that make you feel better. There is never a situation in which there is not a way out. But out of habit, most people continue to choose to lack perspective until they eventually find themselves where it seems that there are no more choices. But as you hold to your intention to look for evidence of well-being and thriving and success and happiness, you will tune yourself to the vibrations of those things. And so those kinds of good feeling experiences will dominate your life. What if everything was always working out for me? So that's the mindset that we need to be to really put energy into. What if, instead of what if it doesn't work out, what if it does? And if it doesn't work out how you expected, what if it led you on another path that will? What if we don't have to have all the answers before we settle on our journey? Right? Because even when you go on a trip, you don't know every single thing that will happen. You don't know every single point or every single landmark. You know that you're going from point A to B, but you don't know everything happening in the middle. But it doesn't stop you from going on the trip, right? It's the same thing. All right, when it comes to love, what's a card for love for my collective? Ooh, okay. And it says, worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So that's for singles, for those in relationships, married, whatever it is, there's divine timing at work in your love life. Religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Meaning that there could be a spiritual awakening happening. The connection that you're thinking about is a soulmate connection. It's a life-changing connection. Deception. Wow, someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And look at this. You have the 7 of Cups and he's wearing a mask. Remember, you had truth be told, all that glitters, loyal heart. All that glitters has 2 masks on the card. Truth be told has a mask. So what is your truth? You're pouring out something here, this Ace of Cups, for your cup to be refilled. So what are you pouring out? If there's a decision to be made, what is your truth? You cannot wear a mask and want connection. You cannot be masked and want connection, as the other person cannot be masked and want connection. If you are not willing to be vulnerable, to stand naked, to be exposed, to take a leap of faith and show your heart, how can you want connection? Let's see what's under that card. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right, so every time I see that deception card, it makes me feel like it's not straight up deception in this context. There's something in the past here with the 7 of Swords, though, when it comes to money, career, or whatever. But remember, all these energies kind of interconnect anyways. So all that glitters can go both ways. It can be not judging a book by its cover, and also be aware that because it looks good, smells good, whatever, feels good, it might not necessarily be for you. Let's see, at the heart is romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. All right, let your friends help you. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. And passion, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. All right, let's get some more oracles out. So what are the other messages for 2022, spirit guides, for the collective? What are the other messages for 2022? Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. Right? This really makes me think about your first cards with self, the Ace of Pentacles reversed and that 5 of Pentacles. It feels, and I've said this before and I'll say it again, it feels very much like a going back to come forward. And it might feel like if things have fallen apart, but they're falling together, right? Nothing is yet set in stone. Things are still are still happening, still being built, still being molded. Sustain that energy. Remember, hold your vision. That's exactly what I was saying to you when I said stay in that energy. Remember you where you want to go is what I was thinking. I didn't say it, but that's what I was thinking. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, top of the deck. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo. I love these cards. And at the heart is step out of your comfort zone, North Node. It really does go with the messages we've seen. You're very close to achieving your goal and believe in the impossible. So those are the cards at the center. You have be bold and make the first move. What do you need to release? Be bold and make the first move. You're very close to achieving your goal. Step out of your comfort zone and believe in the impossible, Blue Moon. All right. Let's get a sun card. What's the messages for the collective, spirit guides? You have choice, Mars in Libra, right? So, wow, it's 2 cards. I didn't even realize. You have drama and versatility, Mercury in Leo and Sun in Gemini. Drama and versatility. So, considering you have choice at the bottom, I would say, because you have Mercury in Leo and Sun in Gemini, so which way you want to go? You want the drama or you want to stay versatile? As in, bend, don't break. When there's this high wind coming at you, or, you know, there's all this craziness going on around you, be flexible, bend with it, right? You have 2 Sun in Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, and Mercury in Leo, which is drama. So there's all this mercurial energy, all of this. Bend. Don't get caught up in it. Stay in your truth. You have acquisition, Sun in Taurus here at the top. Very beautiful. So Taurus is all about the value. It's Venus ruled. It's all about value. It's about good living, eating good, working hard, playing harder, enjoying the spoils of life. And at the heart is the moon in Scorpio power. So the power to see beyond what you're seeing with your 2 eyes. That's where your power is at. You know, what's going on underneath the surface. The moon is Scorpio. Being able to see beyond the surface. Very intuitive energy. There's a sense, there's a quiet power there. Right? You don't need to like shout it from the rooftops. Alright, let's see. What else is there for you guys? What's the card for the collective for 2022, spirit guides? What's the message for the collective in 2022, spirit guides? See, you need to speak up. If I don't speak and ask, I don't get a card. So you have let go and don't stop. Right? Whether it's surrendering, taking a rest when you need to, not fighting things, acceptance. Whether it's releasing old energy, releasing the past, 7 of Swords. Right? Whether it's clearing out or surrendering, whichever. But don't stop. Nothing is yet set in stone. Bottom is within the next few months. Sorry if that was loud. Ask your angels. And opportunity at the heart. No opportunity, it's up to you. So, you know, when it's a dead no, you know, Judgment is here, Four of Cups is here. Y'all know. I'll take y'all back to the first card, truth be told. I'm going to get two Lenormand cards out. And then I will pull some short messages for each sign. And then we shall wrap up your reading. What's the message for the collective spirit guides? Give me two cards for their 2022. What should they be aware of? Thank you. Can I have one? Thank you very much. So you have the birds at the bottom, messages. And I saw those birds as well on the King of Swords card for your money, your career, your money. Knowing what opportunities, when they come, which ones to grasp at, which ones to let go of, which ones will make you feel resurrected, which ones will pull you in the opposite direction to where you want to go. So you have the Book and the Mice. Knowing which opportunities to go after and which ones not to. The Mice, something rotten underneath the surface. Something that does not serve you. Alright? There's something written. So you might be finding out some information that leads you to realize that whatever you are absorbing, whatever you are being given, whatever you're being fed is not for your highest. The Five of Pentacles energy, you got to be careful, really careful in 2022. There's this kind of energy underneath the surface where protection, up your protection, your energetic protection, protect your space, protect you. Watch what you say, watch who you say it to. All right, there's something that's going to be revealed in 2022. Now, I see this book. The book here has what's called a caduceus, and it's connected to health. All right, so there might be something that's being revealed in 2022 about health that you find out what appears to be above board is not. All right. Take that as you will, but that's how I'm seeing the cards here. 10 of Diamonds and the 7 of Clubs. 25, 6, 25, could be 25 days, 25 weeks. You have 20, 25 and 23. So 25 days, 25 weeks. We shall see. All right, my loves. So that is a collective reading. Oh, before I do that, let me get a Goddess card. I haven't used these cards on the channel for, I don't think I ever have, or if I have, it's been a long time ago. So let's get a Goddess card and see which Goddess has a message for us for 2022. What's the message for the collective spirit guides? Thank you. Ooh. Diana, Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. Every time I see this card, it makes me think about herbs, herbal medicine. Aside from, being out in nature, it also makes me think of Sagittarius with that bow and arrow energy. Bottom is Our Lady of Guadalupe, the Empress of Protection. I am safe and divinely protected. I am held in love at all times. I'm telling y'all, there's this energy here throughout 2022 about upping your protection, energetic protection, taking your spiritual baths more often, saying your prayers, reading your Psalms, whatever you feel connected to, whatever you feel works for you for protection. You're having your evil eye, crystals, whatever you need. Being mindful of your surroundings, being mindful of the people around you. Top of the deck is Green Tara, the Buddha of enlightened action. My soul informs my every step. I do what my heart compels me to do. Intuition, big time. And at the heart is Lakshmi. What a beautiful card for this reading, my loves. The goddess of abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Wow, beautiful. All right. You have Parvati on the other side, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. So you have Parvati and Lakshmi together. And then you have Yashish Sogal, Lady of the Lotus born. Embodiment is the deepest bliss. My body was made for enlightenment. So you have Green Tarot, which speaks about enlightenment. So there's this energy of revelations. I said revolution. Interesting. Revelations, truth be told, first card. All right, loves. So I'm going to now pull cards for each sign. Very short messages for each sign. All right, love. So I'm going to start with Capricorn. It's y'all season. Happy Capricorn season. And we will move through the zodiac from Capricorn onwards. All right. So Spirit guys, give me a short message for Capricorn for 2022. All right, Capricorn, your card is the Five of Cups. It came out reverse. All right. So perhaps there's a lot of healing happening here. There's a sense of now being able to look at heavy situations and see it from the glass is half full instead of half empty. There's this sense of letting go of something that's hurt you deeply in some way. All right, my word, you have the Empress here at the bottom. So it's a very healing energy for y'all in 2022. It feels as if you will be like living that good life. The Empress, I mean, hello. So feeling very creative, feeling very abundant, feeling very fertile. Yeah, there's this all around, this is my time. I'm taking my time, reclaiming my time. That's how I feel. And you have the Queen of Cups at the top of the deck. So all of this water energy, Capricorn, stay hydrated. You releasing, you fasting, you clearing out. All right, and you have the Ace of Swords at the heart. All right, so there's maybe part of your healing is to say what needs to be said. Maybe you're ready to say what needs to be said, expressing, getting something off of your chest in some way. All right, so let's move on to Aquarius. What's the card? What's the message for Aquarius? Aquarius, your card is the Five of Swords. So we went from the Five of Cups reverse for Capricorn to the Five of Swords. Aquarius, there might be some conflict in 2022. All right, Nine of Swords is saying stand your ground. There could be watch your back. All right, there could be somebody who's just waiting to kick it off with you in some way. Have some sort of argument, some kind of conflict. You might need to defend yourself in some way. This might be energetic defense. Wow, a Ten of Swords here at the top. All right, so there's some kind of back and forth, some kind of argument, and it could be connected to something that has to end. All right, this is the closing off of a cycle. All right, the Four of Pentacles at the heart. So it's going to bring you that sense of balance. But just be mindful in 2022, you might have some kind of conflict coming forward. All right, let's move on to Pisces. They say Pisces and the Hermit shows up. In y'all's last reading, that message of connecting to Virgo came through very strong. So I find it very interesting that here we are talking about you and the Hermit shows up again. It did in y'all's last reading. All right, Spirit guys, what's the message for Pisces for 2022? All right, Pisces, you got a bunch of cards here. The Empress, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands. That's a lot of cards. There's this going back and forth with something here. On one end, you have the potential to feel very connected, feel very bountiful, feel, you know, enjoying the good life in a way. And then on the other side, there's this potential for being very drained, being very heavy. And there's this, so it might be a bit of half and half kind of in 2022 for you guys. For some of you, you might be moving. There might be some travel involved here. All right. I feel like asking ye shall receive is part of your message as well. You also have the Five of Swords energy here at the bottom of the deck. So there's that conflict, but on the top is the Lovers. So it's a very half and half type of energy for y'all, truly. Let's see at the heart for you. The Hermit. Pisces. Are y'all connecting to a Virgo? There might be a Virgo in your life that you might be connecting to, or it might just be that you guys need to really connect to your Virgo self. Remember, Virgo is a sign opposite you. So there's much to learn. There's much to gain from you connecting to the opposite energy to you. That's how you get your balance. Maybe it's about being strategic and all that in order for this Empress energy to come through, as opposed to willy-nilly energies which might be draining. Right? So that's what I'm saying for you, Pisces. Aries, this is your message for 2022. What's the message for Aries, Spirit guides? What's the message for Aries for 2022? So Aries, your card is the Tower. Big changes, whether unexpected or expected. It feels though that it's a cleansing as opposed to a destruction. Even if there is a destruction, it's bringing a cleansing. You have the Two of Pentacles here at the bottom, so there might be a lot of up and down energy for you in 2022. The Three of Pentacles, it might be connected to your work or those that you connect with, those you collaborate with. The Seven of Swords is here down the middle. All right, so big changes from what cleansing your past. Cutting connections from your past. If people show up again, don't do it. I feel as if the universe will set it up in such a way, though, the Most High will set it up in such a way that you will know very clearly. It will fall away. It won't last. It won't last. All right, Aries. That's what I'm saying. Big changes for you in 2022. Let's get the message for Taurus. What's the message for Taurus, Spirit guides, for 2022? Ooh, 2 cards. Taurus, your first card is the Ten of Pentacles. Your second card is the Seven of Pentacles. So there is potential for bounty in 2022. Solid foundations when it comes to money. Solid connections when it comes to family, whether that is by blood or, you know, soul family. Some of you might be making something official. So if you're not already married or engaged or living with a partner, you might be living with a partner. You might take it to that other level of marriage or engagement. There is a potential for building something solid. So some of you, your businesses might start to feel very solid. You might start to be able to see longevity. It's not a short type of money. The Ten of Pentacles is a long money. The other thing though with the Seven of Pentacles, you need to know when to take a break. It's not about giving up, it's about needing to take a break. So in you building your legacy, in you building your empire, there might be periods of time where you might be quite drained, or that you might feel pessimistic or cynical because remember, you're growing things and it's never a straight line. It's all of that. So you take a break when necessary and you come back to it again, right? Bottom is the Page of Swords. You have the Page of Cups. So Page of Swords, Page of Cups. So I feel like there's commitment conversations coming in 2022 for some of you. The Death card here down the middle. Lots of massive changes. Big changes. Big changes. So you have messages coming through, messages of love, messages of truth. All right, clarity. I feel like there's commitment for y'all as well. So that's you, Taurus. All right. Give me a message for Gemini for 2022, Spirit Guides. What's the message for Gemini, Spirit Guides? Thank you. Gemini, you have the Tower as well. Aries got this card. It's here for you. So changes. You got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Top of the deck is the Six of Cups. And at the heart is the Four of Swords. All right, Gemini. So work hard, play hard. All right. You might be connecting to somebody from your past. There is massive changes. So I feel like these are good changes. I feel like whatever is clearing out is allowing you to harvest something. You've put a lot of energy into something, and whatever has not been serving you up to this point is being removed so that you can really put energy and focus into what will take you in the direction that you really want to go in. You connect to your, here's the Three of Pentacles underneath your Six of Cups. There is a need to connect to your past in some way, but it's the past, it's the parts of your past that it's that energy of, oh, like I've always wanted to. There's this energy of I've always wanted to, you going back to it, and that's going to allow you to reap something bountiful. All right, big changes, big changes. Remember, these major cards are connected to your spiritual self and not external. So it's like your spirit is going through this sense of, it's like stretching new life. Remember, was the first card here. It's that sense of stretching. All right, so that's your message, Gemini. Some messages for Cancer for 2022. All right, Cancer, your card is the World, Saturn. So that's your opposite sign's ruler. That's Capricorn's ruler, your opposite sign. Completion and starting anew. All right, and this is down to divine timing. Okay, whatever you have been building towards, stay consistent. Fixed vision. Hold your vision. Right? It's now for the universe, so to speak, to pull and push and put you wherever you need to. You have the Judgment card here at the bottom, another major card. So big changes coming for you in 2022. The Four of Swords is here at the top, and you have the Knight of Wands. So some of y'all might be moving. There's this need to know when to let go. There's this need to know when to rest and when to lay your swords down. There's no need to push. It is down to divine timing, whatever you're thinking about. But there is, underneath all of that is a sense of a renewal. All right, so whatever you might have thought there was no more energy into something, then things start to pull themselves together, and wow, there's this change. You can't control it. There must be a sense of surrender, right? So just stay fixed on your vision. Pray, meditate, create, connect, and let it be. All right, Cancer, so that's your message. What's the message for Leo in 2022, Spirit Guides? What's the message for Leo in 2022, Spirit Guides? What's the message for Leo in 2022, Spirit Guides? So Leo, you have two cards, the Two of Swords and the King of Cups. So we know the Two of Swords is about making decisions. You got to connect to your emotional self, but your balanced emotional self, not afraid, frantic emotional self, a balanced emotional self. So after you have prayed and meditated and you have a clear mind, that's how you'll be able to make your decisions. It cannot come from a sense of, oh my God, I gotta rush and do this, I gotta rush and do that. Divine timing, like this card showed up for Cancer, it's here at the bottom of the deck for you. So the World, divine timing, right? And this also showed up. This was at the bottom of the deck for Cancer. Their main card was the World, so it's here at the top. All right, hang on. Let's see what's at the heart for you. The Ten of Cups. Right, so whatever decisions you're making must come from a solid, balanced, emotional self. You must balance your spirituality and your practicality before making decisions. Remember that throughout 2022. What's the Virgo's message in 2022, Spirit Guides? What's the Virgo's message in 2022, Spirit Guides? And you have 3 cards. Wow, Virgo. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 8 of Swords. Kill them with kindness. Right? You have this opportunity. Now I see this Wheel of Fortune and this 8 of Swords, the circular energy in the middle. Right? One is clear, open paths, and one is a pit. So whatever opportunities present themselves, be very mindful what is going to bring in this bounty and what might be a trap. Right? And also know that your pathways are open, and any perception of a trap might be just that, perception, and not necessarily what it is. Right? How might you be holding yourself back in some way? The King of Cups is here at the bottom. You have the 2 of Wands and the 3 of Swords. So 2 of Swords, 3 of Swords, the King of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 2 of Cups. So it's like you need to be very, 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 very careful who you connect with in 2022. That's what's coming through for me. Right, but the Wheel of Fortune is here, which shows that this is a year of luck, success, expansion. The Queen of Pentacles is here as well. Beautiful. Sitting in your garden, lots of fruits, lots of bounty. All right, very nurturing energy, very nurturing, soft energy. And there's money involved here as well, but just be mindful of those who might be trying to trip you up, and also be mindful how you might trip yourself up in some way. All right, Virgo, so that's your message. Let's look at Libra. And I just saw the Empress card, which is your card, Libra. What's the message for Libra, Spirit Guides, for 2022? What's the message for Libra, Spirit Guides, for 2022? Okay, Libra, so you have the 2 of Pentacles. All right, so changes. You might feel as if things are up and down, but the beautiful thing about the 2 of Pentacles is that the energy flows. So even if you gotta, like, you know, it's kind of like feeling as if you're juggling life, feeling as if you know, things, you're doing all of that, but you still maintain. Right? The energy will flow, right? You have the Justice card here at the bottom of the deck, which is your card. Things are balanced. Things will be balanced, my loves. You can say it as simple as justice will be served. What you put in is what you will get back. Right? But if you feel like you're doing all of that, you'll catch every single ball or whatever you're juggling. Nothing will fall. Things will continue to flow. All right, let's see. At the top is the 10 of Wands. All right, and at the heart is the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. All right, be mindful what energy you feed into it. Remember, I said what you put in is what you get back, but you also have to be mindful of where and how you put in, where you put in. Because if you're feeding energies that are sucking from you, it will only lead to you feeling that dehydrated 5 of Pentacles energy that I just showed you. Feeling like you're in a desert. So be mindful that whenever you put energy into something, you're getting back as well. You're not just being siphoned from. Your energy is not being just siphoned. All right, so that's your message, Libra. Keep it balanced. All right, so let's move on to Scorpio. What's the message for Scorpio spirit, guys? Thank you. So Scorpio, your card is the Sun, and it came out reverse. All right, why is that reverse? You have the Tower at the bottom, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Cups. Yeah, y'all need to be very picky and choosy. That Four of Cups energy that I would have seen in the main reading, being very picky and choosy. There must be some kind of truth coming out. Don't suppress it. Whatever you need, whatever is coming out is for your highest, really. All right, and it might feel a little bit like you in the cold, but that's changing. It's bringing in change. So in order for, it's like with the sun goes behind the clouds. There's this whole storm happening. There's this whole like water cascading down, washing away what's not solid. Truth be told, it's a big thing for y'all this year. Was it the Three of Swords at the heart? No, the Four of Cups was at the heart. Yeah. Up your protection. All right, be very mindful of being protected in 2022. All right, because there's something that might be hidden from you that might take you, it might shock you when you find out the truth. So be mindful of that. All right, so let's look at Sagittarius for 2022. We've come full circle. We're now at Sagittarius. 2022, what's the messages for Sagittarius, spirit guides? What do I need to share with Sagittarius for 2022? Got the Lovers here at the bottom right now. What's the message for 2022 for Sagittarius, spirit guides? Sagittarius, what's the message for Sagittarius? All right, Sagittarius, your card is the Justice card. So balance, harmony, anything, could be things connected to the law, contracts, could be marriage for some of you. It's in the upright position, so if there's any kind of law, court case or anything, any kind of legal situation, I feel as if you will come out on the winning side. I feel like justice will be served. So if you are on the side of justice, you will come out on the winning side. You have the King of Pentacles here. Beautiful. Let's see what's at the top. The Page of Wands. Pay attention to something, my loves. All right, every time I see that card, it's like pay attention to something. Heart of the matter is the Ten of Swords. Yeah. Y'all coming out winning. So whatever situation, this might have leaked over from 2021 into 2022, and now is the reckoning. Now is when the truth is going to come out on something, and I feel as if y'all are going to come out on the winning side of it. There might be some money involved in this in some way. It's either that or whatever you've been working towards is going to finally start to bear fruit. All right, you're closing off a cycle. Something's being laid to rest in order for you to feel balance again, for harmony to come through for you, Sagittarius. And I just even realized the bow and arrow. So how fitting, as y'all are the archer. Let's see what's under that wow, King of Pentacles, the Emperor. Yeah, y'all's, I feel like y'all's money is looking good. Your sense of dominion over self and it's like you feel powerful again in your energies in 2022. All right, so that is what I'm seeing for you, Sagittarius. That's all of the signs now done. So thank you so much for watching. It's been a long one, but thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. You know, if you feel like this message has brought you something, give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. You know, like wish everybody on the channel a happy 2022. Subscribe if you're new, and yeah, here's to a beautiful 2022. Here's to growing this community, taking it to another level. So that's it. Until your next message, my loves. Be well. Bye.